Why did no one tell me that you can access somebody's internet search history through the Wi-Fi? Because I recently fell victim to this. Somebody accessed my internet search history through the Wi-Fi, and I don't know what to do. Last night, I went over to my friend's apartment to play video games. And at first, everything was normal. Me, him, and two of his roommates were just chilling, playing Switch. As we're playing, we start chatting, and it's important to note that I'm really close with my friend, but I barely know his two roommates. Like, maybe we had one or two interactions. Right off the bat, I got this really good energy from one of the roommates. Like, I thought this was my new best friend, but I didn't know exactly why I thought this. But looking back, I do. First, the roommate mentions watching the movie Night Swim. And I'm just like, no way. I just watched that movie. What did you think of it? And we started talking about the movie. Then this dude mentions wanting to go to this small town in France called Toulouse. And I was just like, that's crazy, because I was just thinking about going there. We just started talking about our plans to travel to France. This dude then goes on to say that he made himself this amazing pasta dish the night prior. And he describes the dish I made myself the night prior exactly. In that moment, I thought I was meeting like my long lost brother or something, because we also kind of looked alike. Then seemingly out of nowhere, my friend and the other roommate tell this guy to like stop it. And I was confused why they said that, because I thought we were having a great conversation. But I should have taken that as a sign. Now it's important to note that this guy didn't just bring up these topics like one after the other. They were dispersed over the course of like a 2-hour long conversation. For the next like hour or so, we had pretty much normal conversation, like no commonalities. Until I brought up how I recently popped my car's tire. I was just like, yeah, it sucks. I don't know how it popped, but I'm driving it around with a donut right now. The other roommate was like, well, the roads are really bad right now. You could definitely have popped your tire on these roads. And my friend was like, well, you do have a nice car. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody keyed your tires. The roommate that I had all the commonalities with goes, yeah, my dad had a Lincoln and they're really nice. In my head, I was like, when did I say that I had a Lincoln? For some reason, the first thought in this brain was that this dude was magic. There was a good 15 minutes where I was just like, this dude's magical. I don't know what's going on up in here. And we started playing a racing game on the Switch, and we all had to pick our car that we would race in the game. And I kid you not, this roommate dude goes, let's save the Ferrari for Mark because I know it's his favorite car. At this point, he's just playing with me. So I actually say, like, how are you doing this? Can you read minds? Dude looks at me in the most diabolical way. And he's just like, yeah, it's a special talent of mine. Luckily, my friend butts in and he's just like, no, he can't read minds. It's just a weird bit he does. He can check your search history through the Wi-Fi network. He'll just bring up the topics you search casually. In the moment, I was trying to downplay it, but on the inside, I was freaking out. I was like, he can see my internet search history. I was thinking back to all the times that he was looking down at his phone. I'm like, oh, it's making sense now. Not even like 5 minutes later, I was out of there, because that's crazy. After I left, I looked through my phone, and all of the topics I related to with the roommate were tabs I had open on my phone. And there were tabs open that we didn't talk about that I hope are never talked about. But bro, that is so creepy. Is that not against the law?